Hi guys, so today's video is actually going to be my August favourites. I haven't done a favourites video for a while now, it's a month or so. So I've been trying out quite a few new products through July and the beginning of August, so I thought I'd show you what I've been loving. I'm going to do hair first because they're from the same range, and it's the John Frieda volume range, a shampoo and conditioner. Now I'm quite lucky, I do have voluminous hair anyway, as my hair is naturally curly, so when it's straight it kind of is, I can kind of get volume in it anyway. But these have been great, I've been loving using these. They have a hairspray as well, which I do like, but it kind of can make your hair a little bit crispy, so that's why I've not featured it. But these are really nice, they foam up really well, they make your hair really clean. I did see somewhere, I was reading somewhere that it's quite a clarifying range, but I can't remember where I was reading it. So yeah, I've absolutely been loving this, and for how much it is, I think I picked these up for 3 for £10 in Asda, which that's why I got the hairspray, but they're usually on for like 2 for £6 or whatever they are in Boots. So I would definitely recommend giving these a go, especially if your budget doesn't stretch to the Bumble and Bumble sort of volume shampoos. So definitely go and take a look at those. I have a couple of skincare bits, and the first one is an illuminator. Now this is by N-Spa. They are exclusive to Asda only, I'm afraid, so unless you don't shop in Asda, and Asda's only available in the UK, you're not going to be able to actually get hold of this. But this is an illuminating beauty serum, so I tend to put this on after my primer or mix it in with my primer. Now it's not very like noticeable, it's that to you will just look white, but it has tiny amounts of like reflex in it, so it is like quite light, and it's their signature smell, which is very sweet. I think it has jojoba in it, and like some quite sweet smells. It's like a florally sweet smell, so if you don't like skincare bits that have a strong scent, you probably won't like this. But I like putting it, if I put it over my primer, I put it on my cheeks, down my nose, or sometimes I just whack it in with my primer itself. And it says it's suitable for all skin types, even sensitive. So I've really been enjoying using this, especially throughout the summer. Give your face a glow. It doesn't make you look like that greasy, shiny, sticky sort of glow. It's a natural glow, which I really like. Two other products I've absolutely been loving. I told myself that I wouldn't crave and join the hype on this one, but I did, and it's the Origins Ginseng. My sister got this and she kept saying how lovely it was, and I have moisturisers that I really do need to finish up, but I couldn't resist any longer. Every time I went into Boots, I picked it up, I smelt it. The woman even, she must have been the same woman every time, because one time she even said to me, "Are you back again? Are you sure you don't want to buy it?" I was just like, oh god, I'm becoming a familiar person in this Boots, this is not good. But I've absolutely enjoyed using it. It is divine, I love the smell, it's that orange, it's so refreshing. I do use this at night as well because I don't like anything too heavy on my skin. So hopefully there will be a blog post going up soon on this, so make sure you're following my blog, which I'll leave the link to below. And the second thing was the hardest thing I've ever had to try and find, and it's hydroluron. It went down to £16 in Boots. It may still be on offer, so if you're wanting to try this, I would recommend picking one up. I was lucky enough to get sent a sample set which had hydroluron, nanoblur and Synoxin in, which I shall leave the blog post to that below. And I absolutely fell in love with hydroluron. I have oily combination skin, but I started getting like this dry flakiness on my nose, and it wasn't until I used this and then put this on my skin I didn't realise how dehydrated it actually was, because I use such light moisturisers, or I just don't moisturise because I'm frightened to make my skin more greasy. It was just getting more and more dehydrated, and therefore if I didn't keep it moisturised I'm going to get wrinkles. So in the long run, but absolutely love this. I ended up picking up 2 tubes just to have a backup. So absolutely been loving hydroluron. I would definitely recommend it, so I'll leave the link to that blog post below so you can have a read. Next is a brush which is dirty, I do apologise, but it is the Real Technique stippling brush. Now this little baby gets forgotten about in my collection, and I think a lot of people don't use this for what I've been using it for. I've actually been using it with my foundation. It's not so heavy as the buffing brush. It only picks up a light amount of foundation, so therefore I can get a lighter coverage with heavier foundations like my MAC. I love using that with, or my Illamasqua skin base, and I've just really been enjoying using it. I've felt quite suffocated by my makeup lately, so just using this stippled into the skin gives quite a light finish, but it gets rid of any imperfections, and I just really have enjoyed using this brush, and I've forgotten about it until I started using it again, and I've been really loving it. So if you have a stippling brush, try it out with your foundation. I think you'll be surprised. And something else that I've been using it with is the Dior Nude Skin BB Cream. Now when I first got this, I was really disappointed. It didn't have hardly any coverage on it. But through this summer and this sticky weather, it has been a godsend because it stayed in place. It's given me enough coverage to feel comfortable to go out, and I've actually really fallen in love with it. I really do like it, and it's so luxurious to look at, and it's great. It's nice and thin, goes in your makeup bag, and it doesn't take up too much room, and I just really have been enjoying using it. The price tag is steep at £30, but I do really like it. It will be a summer staple for me though. I probably won't wear it during the winter, so if I run out I probably won't repurchase it during the winter, but the summer definitely on that one. Now the last thing is kind of two things but is one thing and it's fibre lashes. Now I have on the sheer cover ones today. In my last video I talked about the Model Co ones which I had on in that video, which I am going to do a demonstration video. It's just getting around to doing it, so bear with me on that. But I have absolutely been loving these fibre lashes. Now this is the Model Co one, which they are in fancy packaging, but these were sent to me. They are just prototypes at the minute, so I'm not too sure if they've been released yet. If they have, I will leave a link to them below. These are by Sheer Cover. The ones are very different on these. The Model's Comb one is like this, so it's just quite flat, but this one by Sheer Cover, it's got like a dip in the middle, and I like both of them really, and I've been changing between the two. Really enjoyed using these. I'm completely a covert. I've been converted, you know what I mean. I've tried fibre lashes before and hated them, but these I really like. These retail at £35 in Boots, but Fragrance Direct do occasionally have them pop up on their website, so if I can find some to these, I'll leave them below, and if these are live, I shall leave a link to them below. And that is it. That is all my favourites for this month. I have a lot of other products I've been trying out, so make sure you stay tuned to see those featured. My next video is going to be a back to school makeup, as a lot of you are going back to school, and a back to school essentials to have in your makeup bag. Just as women and young ladies, there's certain things you should have in a makeup bag with you at school. So that'd be 2 videos in that week going up. And just lastly, I'm giving away some self-tan on my blog, which I'll leave the link to below. I was contacted about doing it, so I thought, why the hell not? I've even used the stuff myself, which I posted a picture on Instagram. I was so surprised. I'm completely in love with self-tanning now. I'd never done it before and I love it. So please head over and enter that giveaway, and that is all. So thank you so much for watching. I'll hopefully see you next week with those back to school essentials videos, and I hope you're all well. See you soon. Bye guys.